It's still dark in Navli, a village of around 5,000 people in western India. The villagers are habitually early risers because this is known as the milk capital of India.
Santaben Prabhati.
Shanti Ben Gohil wakes up at 4:30 in the morning to milk her two buffaloes.
બરસમાં 6-7 મહિના દે 50 આવે 60 આવે.
I get 50 to 60 rupees every day. Not only that, but we need the milk for our home. I have a saving of rupees 8,000 with the local bank, which I have saved from this, plus the yearly bonus.
આવે એ મિલ દઈએ.
This milk she collects in a steel can is her only source of income to feed a family of 8. Shantiben is part of the Amul Dairy Cooperative. I'm self-sufficient in my village is what this song from a film inspired by women like Shantiben conveys. It was produced by Amul. The Amul cooperative system provides its members with a regular income. In the past, the Indian government has supported and helped finance these milk cooperatives and has tried to protect them from imports of subsidized milk powder from US and Europe. But the US have won an appeal at the World Trade Organization, which has stopped India protecting its milk producers. I am at the biggest supermarket in Ahmedabad. I see there are plenty of Amul dairy products on sale here. But now there are also milk powders like Everyday, Nestle, Cadbury's, and a lot of other foreign imports. People in India are concerned about what has happened in countries like Sri Lanka, where smaller milk producers are disappearing in a market dominated by foreign imports.
By entry of multinationals, I think Amul will be hit, and if Amul gets the setback, we farmers will also suffer.
Hasmukh Patel owns two buffaloes, but he has read in the newspapers that the price of milk may fall any time.
Amul doesn't look at profits alone. They see a larger context, but the private players see nothing else but the profit.
Thousands of villages like Navli have formed cooperatives thanks to the effort of the late Tribhuvandas Patel and his protege Dr. Varghese Kurian, who are considered the fathers of milk revolution in India.
We are quite prepared to face any competition because it so happens that India produces the cheapest milk in the world.
Dr. Varghese Kurian is 81 years old, but still takes an active interest in the dairy he helped set up 50 years ago. Dr. Kurian remains confident that the business can remain a market leader providing certain safety measures are put in place.
We have nothing to fear from any competition so long as no country is allowed to subsidize its export and dump it here. When a country sells milk and exports milk at a price lower than that at which it sells it in their own country, then that is called dumping. And if they do dumping, then I would be perfectly justified in asking my government to impose anti-dumping duty, because by subsidizing their exports, it is not fair trade anymore.
Lastly, Dr. Kurian thinks the sheer force of numbers will ensure the future stability of the Amul Dairy Cooperative.
The milk cooperatives in India have a membership of 11 million farmers, taking into account their families. It will be 50 million people. Which government of India will dare ignore the interests of 50 million people organized into cooperatives?